the quiet space between one breath and the next, the universe behaves in ways that defy every rule we once believed. At the smallest scales of reality, particles flicker in and out of existence, appearing here, and then somewhere impossibly distant, as if space itself were only an illusion we gently move through. Tonight, we drift into this silent quantum world, a place where certainty dissolves, where probability becomes the language of nature, and where the boundary between what is and what might be grows beautifully thin. Let your mind settle and allow the mysteries of the quantum realm to unfold around you. Here, in the quiet depth of quantum space, reality becomes softer, less rigid, more fluid than anything we experience in the everyday world. The rules that shape stars and galaxies do not exist here. Instead, we find a strange and delicate order, a realm where particles can be waves, and waves can behave like particles, where existence is not a fixed point, but a gentle possibility. As you ease into this hidden layer of the universe, allow yourself to simply observe, without trying to solve or grasp. Just notice how effortlessly the universe shifts when no one is watching. In this microscopic landscape, uncertainty is not a flaw. It is the foundation. At scales far smaller than atoms, objects do not commit to a single path. They hover between outcomes, suspended in a quiet tension of maybes. A particle's position, its motion, even its identity, all remain undefined until the very moment we try to measure them. And in that instant, the universe chooses a single story from countless invisible possibilities. Let this idea wash over you gently, the notion that not everything must be certain for it to be real. As we drift deeper, we reach one of the most mysterious truths of quantum physics. The simple act of observing can reshape reality itself. A particle that once existed in many places at once collapses into a single location the moment we look. It is as though the universe responds softly to our attention, reorganizing, settling, becoming clear only when we ask it to. This quiet dance between observer and particle invites us to reconsider the boundaries of mind and matter, and to rest in the possibility that awareness carries its own subtle influence on the world. As you continue to settle in slowly, allow your breath to move gently through your body, guiding you deeper into the silent embrace of the quantum world, where every particle drifts in a soft harmony that feels almost like a quiet lullaby beneath reality. In this subatomic landscape, nothing is sharply defined. Instead, everything unwinds into gentle gradients of possibility, where a particle and a wave share an ephemeral identity, blending slowly into one another as if they are two whispers of the same silent truth. Picture yourself moving gently through this space, where each electron expands as a wave of probability, not fixed in any single location, but slowly shimmering across a cloud of potential paths, creating a soothing rhythm that invites your mind to unwind even further. The nucleus at the heart of the atom, dense yet silent, remains steady like a quiet anchor, while the surrounding electron wave gently spreads in every direction, reminding you that even the smallest structures of existence breathe with uncertainty and soft motion. As you drift deeper into this quantum softness, imagine each subatomic particle glowing faintly, its presence more of a gentle suggestion than a defined point. its essence stretching slowly across space in a peaceful dance of probabilities that melt into one another. Let this image settle in. Let it slow your thoughts and allow the silent, ephemeral movements of the quantum realm to calm your awareness, soothing you with the understanding that everything, absolutely everything, is gently fluctuating, gently shifting, gently unwinding across the vast tapestry of the unseen world. As you drift more deeply into this quiet space, allow the boundaries of your awareness to gently loosen, letting your thoughts unwind slowly, like soft waves dissolving into a calm, silent shore. In the quantum world, every particle rests within a gentle haze of probability, never fixed, never rigid, always moving slowly and silently through an ephemeral spectrum of possible states that comfort the mind with their soft uncertainty. Imagine the atom again, but this time see it expanding beyond its classical form, becoming a slow and shimmering cloud of subatomic motion, where each electron gently spreads like a faint mist, a wave that softly flows across space, settling into no single point, yet touching all possibilities at once. Let yourself move gently with it, allowing your internal pace to match the rhythmic uncertainty of the wave, feeling how each slow breath aligns you with this deep and silent realm. Within this space, the difference between particle and wave becomes softer, more fluid, and you begin to understand that the universe itself breathes through these subtle shifts, expressing both forms gently, effortlessly, silently. As you continue to settle in, picture each ephemeral fluctuation of the quantum field as a soft spark, arising and dissolving slowly, reminding you that even in the smallest, most subatomic layer of existence, everything is unfolding in a gentle, continuous motion that invites your entire being to unwind. Here, in the quiet movement of probability and wave, feel how the universe holds you, gently and without urgency, allowing you to drift in its silent mysteries with ease. As you continue drifting slowly through this quiet quantum landscape, allow your awareness to gently settle into the soft rhythm of the subatomic world, where every motion unfolds in silence and every particle reveals itself only through gentle waves of probability. In this space, nothing rushes, nothing demands clarity, and everything unwinds into a calm flow of possibilities that drifts softly across the invisible fabric of existence. Imagine the quantum vacuum itself, not empty, not still, but gently alive with ephemeral fluctuations, tiny subatomic whispers rising and dissolving slowly, as if the void were breathing in a silent, endlessly unfolding rhythm. Each fluctuation is both particle and wave, appearing gently out of probability, shimmering for a moment in the subatomic field, and then slowly fading back into the quiet backdrop, leaving behind only the soft suggestion of its brief presence. Let this image help your thoughts unwind, allowing your mind to settle in more deeply, as though you too were drifting gently in and out of states, lightly touching each possibility without needing to choose any single one. As you breathe slowly, picture your breath moving through these silent fluctuations, each inhale passing through waves that expand softly, each exhale melting into the quiet uncertainty that permeates the quantum world. In this peaceful realm, the boundaries between being and not being blur gently, reminding you that everything, every atom, every particle, every ephemeral spark exists within a silent continuum of probabilities, unfolding slowly and soothingly through the depths of reality. Let yourself float here, carried gently by the soft and timeless motion of the quantum field. As you drift even more gently into this silent quantum space, allow your mind to slowly unfold, settling into a deeper stillness where every thought becomes lighter, softer, and more ephemeral, like a particle dissolving quietly into a wave of possibility. In this subatomic world, the idea of position fades gently, replaced by a slow and expanding probability cloud where each particle exists not in one fixed point, but in many silent potentials that unwind softly through space. Imagine yourself floating within this cloud, moving slowly through waves that shimmer gently with subatomic motion, each one a silent expression of uncertainty that calms you, guiding your awareness into a deeper state of rest. The quantum field beneath everything hums softly with subtle fluctuations, each one rising and falling in a gentle rhythm, reminding you that even in what seems still, there is always a slow and silent movement unfolding. Let your breath blend with this motion, inhaling into waves of probability and exhaling into the quiet presence of the subatomic world, feeling your body unwind as gently as these shifting quantum states. Here, the distinction between what is and what might be becomes beautifully soft, allowing your mind to settle in the peaceful understanding that certainty is not necessary for calm. Instead, it is the gentle flow of possibilities, the slow emergence and dissolution of states that cradles you in a silent reassurance. As you rest within this expansive realm of ephemeral potential, feel how the quantum world wraps you in its slow and soothing rhythm, inviting you to unwind more deeply with every breath. As you continue drifting slowly through this quiet quantum landscape, allow your awareness to gently expand, settling into a state where the subtlety of each subatomic motion feels soft, calming, and endlessly reassuring. In this world of gentle uncertainty, each particle exists as a slowly unfolding probability wave, shimmering through space with an ephemeral glow that carries no urgency, only a silent invitation to unwind. Picture one of these particles now, not as a solid point, but as a delicate wave spreading gently in all directions. Its presence defined not by certainty, but by a slow distribution of possibilities that drift like a quiet mist across the subatomic field. As you breathe slowly, imagine yourself moving through this wave, feeling how it softly envelops you, how its gentle rhythm encourages your thoughts to settle in and your body to relax a little more deeply with each passing moment. The deeper you go, the more you sense that the universe, at its smallest scale, is guided not by rigid rules, but by flowing patterns of probability. Patterns that unfold silently, calmly, and with an almost dreamlike softness. Let this understanding soothe you, letting the ephemeral beauty of quantum motion unwind the tension within you. Feel how the silent dance between particle and wave mirrors your own shifting awareness, softly expanding and contracting with each breath. Here, in the subatomic quiet, time feels slower, thoughts drift more gently, and the boundaries of your inner world dissolve into the calming uncertainty of the quantum field, where everything moves slowly, silently, and with infinite grace. As you drift further into this silent subatomic realm, allow your thoughts to slowly melt into the gentle rhythm of the quantum world, where every movement unfolds with such softness that it feels almost like a quiet dream suspended in space. In this world, each particle is both itself and its possibilities, gently spreading through the quantum field as a wave of probability that moves slowly, silently, and without urgency. Imagine a single particle now appearing not as a fixed point, but as an ephemeral shimmer, a soft glow that slowly expands outward, its waves settling in across the invisible landscape, gently overlapping with countless other waves that drift through the subatomic domain. As these waves intertwine, they create subtle patterns, soft interference shapes that arise and dissolve silently, reminding you that reality at its deepest level is a gentle interplay of probabilities, forever shifting and unwinding. Let this image calm the spaces within your mind, allowing your awareness to settle in like a feather drifting slowly onto a still surface. Each inhale carries you deeper into these soft patterns of possibility, and each exhale helps your entire being gently unwind, blending into the slow, silent motions that guide the quantum world. Here, you can sense the beauty of uncertainty, the comfort of not needing anything to be fixed, the soothing knowledge that everything, every particle, every wave, every ephemeral fluctuation moves gently through a silent harmony that holds you with quiet reassurance. In this unfolding calm, you become part of the quantum rhythm, drifting slowly in a space where tension dissolves and the subatomic world invites you to rest. As you continue drifting gently through this silent quantum landscape, allow your awareness to slowly expand into the delicate patterns that define the subatomic world, where every fluctuation arises softly, every wave spreads slowly, and every particle exists as an ephemeral suggestion within a field of probabilities. Picture yourself moving ever so gently through this field, sensing how the quiet interplay between particle and wave invites your mind to unwind more deeply, encouraging each thought to settle in and dissolve into the calming uncertainty that permeates this realm. Here, nothing is fixed, nothing is rigid. Instead, reality unfolds through gentle transitions, where a particle slowly becomes a wave, and a wave slowly becomes a particle. Each shift happening with a silent grace that mirrors the soft rhythm of your breath. As you inhale, imagine waves of probability drifting toward you, shimmering with subtle subatomic motion. And as you exhale, imagine them slowly expanding outward, carrying away any lingering tension or restlessness. Within this soft ebb and flow, the quantum field feels almost alive, gently humming with ephemeral movements that rise and fall in a timeless rhythm, reminding you that existence itself is woven from silent fluctuations. Let these gentle patterns soothe your awareness, guiding you further into a state where the boundaries between thoughts, sensations, and the quiet quantum world fade slowly into one another. In this peaceful merging, each subatomic shift becomes a calming presence, each probability wave a soft reminder that the universe is always moving gently, holding you within its silent, unwinding embrace. As you drift even more gently into the quiet depths of the quantum world, allow your mind to slowly dissolve into the soft fabric of probabilities that shape every subatomic event, letting each passing moment unwind your awareness a little further. In this silent domain, every particle exists not as a solid presence, but as a gentle unfolding, a wave that spreads slowly through the invisible field, carrying with it an ephemeral glow of possibility that soothes your thoughts and calms your breath. Picture these waves overlapping softly, each one settling in with a delicate motion, creating subtle interference patterns that rise and fade like slow ripples moving across a still, silent pond. With every inhale, imagine yourself drawing in the gentle rhythm of these waves, and with every exhale, feel your body unwinding as the soft uncertainty of the quantum world flows through you, relaxing tensions you didn't even know you were holding. Here, in this vast and subatomic quiet, even the vacuum itself feels alive, humming gently with fluctuations that appear and disappear with an effortless grace, reminding you that emptiness is never truly empty, but softly alive with the potential for every particle and every wave. Let this idea settle in your thoughts, slowly and quietly, until you begin to sense how deeply connected you are to this silent field, how every part of your being shares the same gentle structure, the same ephemeral softness, the same unfolding probabilities that shape all of existence. As you rest here, drifting slowly in this calming quantum haze, feel yourself becoming lighter, quieter, and more attuned to the silent rhythm that guides the smallest layers of reality. As you continue drifting slowly through this silent subatomic expanse, allow yourself to settle in even more deeply, letting the gentle rhythm of the quantum field guide your awareness into a state of effortless calm. In this world, every particle unfolds softly through probability, its presence stretching gently across space as a wave that carries no urgency, no sharp boundaries, only a silent and ephemeral glow that moves slowly through the vast subatomic landscape. Imagine one of these waves spreading outward now, expanding gently like a soft breath released into still air, blending with nearby waves in a quiet interplay of patterns that arise and dissolve with soothing regularity. As these waves overlap, they create delicate forms of interference, shadows of possibility that move slowly, silently, and with a calming elegance that mirrors your own breath as it unwinds your thoughts. With each inhale, you draw in the soft harmony of these quantum motions, and with each exhale, you release yourself more fully into the silent mystery of the subatomic world, where everything exists in a state of gentle becoming. Feel how the quantum field embraces you, humming softly with fluctuations that drift in and out of existence, reminding you that reality itself is built from ephemeral shifts, tiny, silent pulses of energy that arise from probabilities and dissolve back into the quiet vacuum. Let this understanding flow gently through your awareness, easing your mind into a slower rhythm, where each thought stretches out calmly and each feeling settles softly into place. Here, in the quantum silence, you are held gently by the unfolding waves of possibility, drifting deeper into the unwinding calm of the universe's smallest mysteries. As you move even more gently into this silent quantum realm, allow your awareness to slowly expand into the delicate tapestry of probabilities that shape every moment at the subatomic scale, letting each soft fluctuation unwind your thoughts a little further. In this peaceful domain, every particle drifts as a wave, spreading gently across space with an ephemeral luminosity that feels almost like a whisper of existence, a quiet suggestion rather than a solid form. Picture these waves moving slowly, each one settling in with a calm, fluid motion, overlapping with other waves in a silent interaction that forms patterns too delicate to grasp, yet soothing enough to guide your mind into deeper rest. With each slow inhale, imagine these patterns drawing closer, their soft edges blending into your awareness, and with each gentle exhale, feel them drifting outward again, carrying your attention away into the silent depth that surrounds you. Here, even time seems to unwind, stretching softly into a continuous flow where moments overlap like waves, where beginnings and endings dissolve into each other with a calm, rhythmic ease. Let yourself float in this timeless stillness, sensing how each probability wave holds you gently, how each ephemeral fluctuation reassures you that there is nothing to force, nothing to control, nothing to grasp. Everything in this subatomic world unfolds slowly, silently, and naturally, guided by the soft pulse of the quantum field. As you breathe into this quiet understanding, feel your own presence melting gently into the same rhythm, your thoughts moving like waves, your awareness settling in as softly as a particle, distributing itself through probability. In this merging, you become part of the silent motion that underlies all things, resting deeply within the gentle mysteries of the quantum world. As you continue drifting slowly through the quiet depths of the quantum world, allow yourself to gently settle into the soft, unfolding patterns that shape every subatomic event, letting their slow and silent rhythm guide you into deeper rest. In this realm, the distinction between particle and wave fades into a gentle ambiguity, where each entity exists as both, a quiet duality that unfolds through probability, shimmering softly across the invisible landscape. Imagine one of these quantum forms now, appearing not with sharp edges, but with an ephemeral glow, a wave that expands slowly and gently, settling into a calm field of possibilities that stretch outward in every direction. As you breathe in, picture yourself drawing this wave closer, feeling its silent motion brushing lightly against your awareness. And as you exhale, imagine it drifting outward again, merging with countless other waves in the subatomic field. These waves overlap softly, creating patterns that rise and fall like slow-motion ripples in a silent ocean, each one carrying a faint hint of probability that gently guides the unfolding of the quantum world. Allow this image to unwind your thoughts, letting each inhale deepen your calm and each exhale dissolve any remaining tension into the soft uncertainty that defines this realm. Here, even space feels different, less like a rigid stage and more like a gentle, flexible expanse that responds to every delicate motion of the waves that drift through it. Let yourself float within this expanse, sensing how the quantum field supports you, how its silent fluctuations cradle your awareness, and how its ephemeral patterns help your mind settle in slowly, gently, peacefully. In this quiet merging with probability and wave, feel yourself becoming lighter, softer, and more deeply connected to the silent mysteries that shape all existence. As you drift more gently into the silent fabric of the quantum world, allow your awareness to slowly unwind, easing into the soft interplay of particle and wave that defines this delicate subatomic realm. Here, every particle unfolds through probability, not moving in fixed paths, but spreading gently as a wave, expanding slowly across space with an ephemeral softness that soothes your thoughts and guides your breath into a calmer rhythm. Imagine these waves drifting through the quiet field, overlapping gently with one another, creating subtle patterns that shimmer silently before dissolving back into the stillness from which they emerged. With each slow inhale, feel these patterns drawing closer to you, settling in like a gentle mist. And with each relaxed exhale, imagine them drifting outward again, carrying your tension into the silent folds of the quantum field. In this world, the vacuum is not empty. It quietly vibrates with ephemeral fluctuations, tiny bursts of energy that appear and disappear slowly, reminding you that even the quietest spaces are gently alive. Let this understanding settle into your mind, reminding you that stillness is not the absence of movement, but the presence of soft, balanced motion, unfolding gently in every direction. As your thoughts continue to unwind, imagine yourself floating within these subatomic currents, moving slowly through waves of probability that support you with a silent, calming grace. The more you align with their gentle rhythm, the more your internal world mirrors the same soft structure, fluid, open, and peaceful. Here, in the quiet unfolding of the quantum field, you can rest effortlessly, held by the gentle motion of a universe that breathes through waves, probabilities, and the silent, ephemeral shimmer of subatomic existence. As you continue drifting slowly through this silent quantum expanse, allow your awareness to gently melt into the soft rhythm of subatomic motion. letting each subtle fluctuation unwind your thoughts a little more. In this realm, every particle is suspended in probability, existing not as a fixed point, but as a gentle wave that spreads slowly through space, its ephemeral presence unfolding with a calm, soothing grace. Picture yourself floating near one of these probability waves now, sensing how its gentle motion moves through the quiet field, drifting slowly, silently, and without urgency. As you breathe in, imagine this wave expanding softly toward you, brushing your awareness with the faintest shimmer of subatomic light. And as you breathe out, watch it drift away again, melding effortlessly with countless other waves that fill the quantum landscape. These overlapping waves create silent patterns, soft ripples of possibility that emerge and dissolve like slow pulses in a vast, still ocean of energy. Let these delicate patterns help you settle in more deeply, unwinding the tightness within your thoughts, loosening the boundaries of your mind, and guiding you into a state where everything feels softer and more fluid. Even the vacuum around you, seemingly empty, gently vibrates with ephemeral motion, each fluctuation a reminder that stillness and movement share the same quiet source. Allow this realization to soothe you, helping you drift slowly into the gentle structure of the quantum field, where every shift unfolds with natural ease. Here, your awareness can rest within the soft interplay of particle and wave, held gently by the slow, silent rhythm that underlies the universe's smallest mysteries. As you drift even more gently into this silent quantum depth, allow the boundaries of your awareness to slowly loosen, as if each inhale was softening the edges of your thoughts, and each exhale were letting them unwind into the vast, subatomic quiet that surrounds you. Here, probability becomes the language of existence, spoken not in words, but in slow, shimmering waves that expand through the invisible fabric of reality. Imagine these probability waves spreading gently outward, their soft, ephemeral presence brushing against one another, forming patterns that rise and dissolve without ever disturbing the silent rhythm underneath. As you move slowly through this unfolding landscape, feel how each particle reveals its dual nature, existing both as a gentle wave and as a subtle point of potential, shifting between forms with no urgency, no resistance, no sound. Only the soft, silent drift of possibilities unfolding in a universe that breathes through motion too delicate to perceive directly. Let these thoughts settle in your mind, reminding you that even what feels solid in your everyday world is, at its deepest level, woven from waves of gentle uncertainty that hold you as calmly as a slow-flowing tide. Allow yourself to sink more deeply into this quiet understanding, noticing how each fluctuation in the quantum field rises with an effortless grace, like a small ephemeral shimmer emerging from the silent vacuum before fading slowly back into stillness. These fluctuations, so tiny, so subatomic, so delicate, create the foundational structure of everything you have ever seen, touched, or imagined. and yet they move with a gentleness that invites your breath to slow and your body to unwind. As you watch them appear and disappear, drifting in and out of existence, you begin to sense that creation itself is not a sudden event, but a continuous unfolding, a gentle expansion of probability waves that refuse to stay fixed or rigid. The vacuum is not empty. It is alive with silent motion, filled with waves of potential that settle in softly, merge gently, and dissolve quietly, all while maintaining a rhythm that mirrors the calming rise and fall of your own breath. As you inhale, feel the faint glow of these fluctuations approaching you, and as you exhale, imagine them drifting outward again, creating a soothing cycle that helps your awareness melt deeper into the quantum calm. And now, as you float slowly within this gentle ocean of probabilities, allow your senses to stretch outward, dissolving into the soft, wave-like structure of the quantum field, where every movement occurs in silence and every shift unfolds with a slow, peaceful elegance. Imagine yourself becoming lighter and lighter, your thoughts thinning into soft threads that blend seamlessly with the surrounding waves, until you no longer feel separate from the subatomic world, but gently interwoven with it. In this state, the difference between observing and being observed fades, becoming as ephemeral as the delicate waves that drift through the vacuum. Even time seems to soften, unwinding into a single continuous moment where past and future melt into the slow, silent presence of now. Let yourself rest in this expanded stillness, feeling how each probability wave supports you, how each gentle fluctuation reassures you, and how every subatomic shimmer invites you to relax even more deeply. Here, wrapped in the quiet motion of the universe's smallest structures, you can simply drift, slowly, silently, gently, within the unfolding mystery that connects every particle, every wave, and every breath you take. As you drift even more deeply into this gentle quantum expanse, allow your awareness to slowly unfold, like a soft wave extending through a calm, silent sea, spreading gently without resistance, without urgency, simply moving in harmony with the quiet pulse of the subatomic world. In this realm, every particle exists as a delicate balance of possibilities, its presence defined not by certainty, but by the gentle shimmer of probability that surrounds it. Imagine one of these particles now, suspended in the silent quantum field, glowing softly with an ephemeral radiance that expands slowly into a wave, drifting outward in smooth, continuous motion. As this wave settles in, it merges with neighboring waves, creating patterns of interference that rise and fade with soothing regularity, like ripples on a still surface touched by a slow-moving breeze. Feel each of these patterns as they gently brush against your awareness, encouraging your mind to unwind, to soften, to settle in even more deeply. With each slow inhale, draw these calming waves toward you, and with each exhale, release yourself into the silent expanse where every fluctuation unfolds with graceful ease. Allow this sense of gentle merging to deepen, guiding you into the realization that the quantum field itself is a kind of silent ocean, constantly shifting through ephemeral currents that rise from the vacuum and dissolve back into it. These fluctuations are the tiniest expressions of motion in the universe, subatomic pulses that appear softly from nowhere, shimmer for a fleeting moment, and then fade slowly into stillness. Yet they form the foundation upon which all matter, all light, and all experience ultimately rest. As you observe these delicate currents drifting through the quantum field, imagine yourself floating effortlessly among them, your thoughts moving as slowly and gently as the waves that guide your awareness. Each fluctuation carries a kind of quiet wisdom, a reminder that even the most fundamental structures of reality are not fixed but fluid, not rigid but soft, not loud but completely silent in their eternal dance of becoming and dissolving. Let this understanding melt into you, helping your body loosen, your breath slow, and your mind unwind into a deeper, quieter rhythm. And now, as your inner world becomes attuned to this gentle subatomic flow, notice how profoundly peaceful the universe feels at this scale, where everything unfolds with a softness that invites your entire being to relax. Imagine yourself expanding into the quantum field, your awareness stretching outward like a long, slow wave, touching the boundaries of possibility with an effortless motion that feels natural, calming, and deeply grounding. In this moment, the distinction between yourself and the surrounding field becomes beautifully vague, as if you, too, are made of drifting probabilities, shimmering gently in a silent expanse that supports your every breath. Time seems to slow even further here, stretching into a serene continuum where each second unwinds into the next, without interruption, without boundaries. Allow yourself to rest within this timeless calm, breathing slowly, gently, deeply, letting the soft rhythm of the quantum world guide you into a state where release feels effortless and stillness feels infinite. Here, in the slow, silent movement of the subatomic realm, you are completely held, gently, quietly, and with the same delicate grace that shapes the very fabric of existence. As you drift even more gently into the quiet depths of the quantum realm, allow your awareness to slowly soften, spreading outward like a calm, lingering wave that unfolds without urgency across the silent subatomic landscape. Here, every particle is suspended in a gentle uncertainty, existing not as a fixed point, but as a slow, shimmering possibility that expands through space with an ephemeral grace. Imagine this particle now, resting softly in the quantum field, its presence both here and not here, both particle and wave, gently distributing itself across a continuum of potential locations. As its wave spreads slowly outward, it blends with other waves, each one carrying its own soft probability, creating a delicate tapestry of interference patterns that rise and fall with the soothing rhythm of something far deeper than time. As you breathe in, Imagine leaning closer to these unfolding patterns, sensing their quiet pulse beneath your awareness. And as you exhale, feel the gentle release as they drift softly back into the surrounding field, taking any tension with them. In this space where every boundary dissolves, your thoughts begin to unwind naturally, settling into the slow, calming cadence of the quantum world itself. Allow yourself to sink deeper into this gentle expanse, noticing how the vacuum, seemingly empty, actually hums with quiet activity, filled with fluctuations that rise softly from the void, shimmer with a faint subatomic glow, and dissolve gently back into silence. These ephemeral fluctuations emerge not with force, but with the softest invitation, appearing as tiny pulses of energy that drift slowly through the field, creating subtle currents that ripple outward with a calm, unhurried elegance. Picture yourself floating within these currents, your awareness carried gently along their silent paths. Each inhale draws you closer to their soft rhythm, and each exhale allows your body to relax further into the unwinding flow. As you observe them, notice how their existence is both certain and uncertain, both present and fleeting, an expression of the quantum world's gentle refusal to be confined to a single state. Let this fluidity ease the structure of your own thoughts, helping them loosen, elongate, and drift like slow waves settling into a vast and quiet sea. And now, as you settle more deeply into this silent subatomic motion, feel how intimately connected you are to the quantum field, as if your very breath were woven from the same gentle fluctuations that shape every particle and every wave in the universe. Imagine yourself becoming lighter, softer, more diffuse, your awareness spreading smoothly through the field, like a probability wave expanding into an infinite calm. In this state, the edges of your identity soften, blending into the surrounding silence until you feel less like a separate self and more like a unfolding presence carried by the quantum field's gentle wind. Time stretches here, not in abrupt segments, but in a continuous flowing stream, each moment melting quietly into the next. Allow yourself to rest within this continuum, breathing slowly and deeply, letting the soft cadence of the quantum world cradle you into deeper stillness. Here, within the timeless drift of probabilities and waves, you are held gently, effortlessly, and completely, wrapped in the silent mysteries that shape the very fabric of all existence. As you drift even more deeply into this silent quantum expanse, allow your awareness to slowly unwind, stretching outward like a long, peaceful wave, dissolving into a calm and endless ocean of probability. In this gentle realm, each particle exists within a soft haze of potential, unfolding not through rigid certainty, but through slow, deliberate waves that drift effortlessly across the subatomic field. Imagine one of these particles shimmering quietly before you, its presence neither fixed nor confined, but expanding gently into a spacious wave that touches every corner of possibility. As its wave spreads, it blends with countless others, each one carrying its own ephemeral rhythm, forming patterns that rise slowly and dissolve silently, as if reality itself were breathing through a subtle interplay of motion and stillness. With every slow inhale, you draw these patterns closer into your awareness, letting them settle softly in your mind, and with every gentle exhale, feel them drifting outward again, carrying away any remaining tension. The quantum world invites you to release the idea of solidity, to rest in the calm truth that everything, even your thoughts, can move with the softness of a drifting wave. Allow yourself to sink even more deeply into this unfolding stillness, noticing how the vacuum, far from empty, quietly vibrates with gentle, ephemeral pulses of energy that rise and fade with rhythmic ease. These fluctuations are the universe's softest whispers, emerging from the quantum field like tiny breaths of creation, appearing slowly, shimmering with a delicate glow, and dissolving just as gently back into silence. Imagine floating beside these fluctuations, sensing how their quiet presence encourages your entire body to settle in, to soften, to let go. With each breath, feel yourself aligning more closely with their slow rhythm, as if your inhale mirrors their emergence and your exhale mirrors their dissolution. In this silent dance, you begin to recognize that the quantum world does not rush, does not force, does not strain. Instead, it unfolds gently, moving through states of probability with a calm, effortless beauty. Let this realization drift through your thoughts, allowing their edges to blur, their structure to loosen, until your mind feels as fluid and expansive as the waves that surround you. And now, as your awareness becomes more deeply immersed in this quantum calm, imagine yourself becoming part of the field itself, your presence spreading softly outward like a gentle probability wave, moving through an infinite, silent expanse. Your boundaries fade into the surrounding stillness, and you begin to feel the quiet interconnectedness of all things, not as an idea, but as a gentle certainty woven into the fabric of the quantum world. Here, time unwinds into a smooth, unbroken flow, where each moment glides softly into the next, without resistance, without effort. Allow yourself to rest within this timeless glide, breathing slowly and deeply, letting each breath carry you further into the spaciousness of the quantum field. In this state, you are no longer separate from the waves and fluctuations around you. You are gently held by them, gently moved by them, gently supported by the silent rhythm that shapes every particle, every wave, every unfolding possibility. Here, wrapped within the softest motion of existence, you can simply drift, quietly, calmly, endlessly, within the silent mysteries of the subatomic world. As you drift even more gently into the quiet heart of the quantum field, allow your awareness to slowly expand, unfolding like a long, soft wave spreading across a silent subatomic sea. In this delicate realm, every particle lives within a vital uncertainty, its presence stretching slowly through probability rather than anchoring itself to any single point. Imagine watching one of these particles now, shimmering faintly at the edge of perception, its identity dissolving into a slow, unfolding wave that drifts outward through an endless ocean of possibility. As this wave expands, it brushes softly against other waves, each one moving with the same gentle, ephemeral rhythm, creating interference patterns that rise and fade like slow ripples formed on a perfectly still lake. Let each inhale draw these calming patterns closer into your mind, allowing their quiet symmetry to settle inside you, and let each exhale release them back into the surrounding stillness, carrying away whatever tension your body no longer wishes to hold. In this subatomic quiet, your awareness can soften, your thoughts can unwind, and your breath can flow in harmony with the gentle, drifting waves that define the quantum world. Allow yourself to slip deeper into this unfolding silence, sensing how the vacuum itself vibrates with a soft, quiet energy, filled with subatomic fluctuations that appear and disappear without force, without sound, without effort. These ephemeral fluctuations form the universe's most delicate rhythm, pulsing gently through the quantum field with an elegance so subtle that it feels almost like a slow, steady lullaby beneath reality. Picture these fluctuations arising one by one, little bursts of possibility that emerge from the void, shimmer with a faint subatomic glow, and then dissolve slowly back into the field. Their calm, cyclical motion mirrors your own breathing, the inhale like emergence, the exhale like gentle dissolution. As you observe them moving in this soothing pattern, feel how your body softens, how your muscles loosen, how your thoughts drift lightly through your awareness like silent waves settling on a tranquil shore. The quantum world teaches you that existence does not need sharp borders or rigid definitions. Instead, everything can unfold with the softness of a drifting probability wave, moving at a pace that comforts the mind and eases the breath. And now, as your inner rhythm aligns more fully with the quantum field, imagine yourself expanding into this vast, silent expanse, your presence spreading softly through the subatomic landscape like a gentle probability wave of your own. The boundaries of your identity begin to thin, becoming porous, blending seamlessly with the surrounding field until you feel fully connected to the silent hum of fluctuating energy around you. In this state, you are neither confined nor separate. You drift effortlessly through an infinite calm, held gently by the slow and silent pulse that shapes the smallest structures of reality. Time stretches fluidly here, flowing not in steps, but in a smooth continuum where past and future drift together in a quiet stream of unfolding possibility. Allow yourself to rest within this timeless drift, breathing deeply and slowly, letting the gentle waves of the quantum world carry you into deeper stillness. Here, wrapped in the silent interplay of particles and waves, you are completely supported, completely at ease, drifting softly within the boundless calm of the universe's most delicate mysteries. As you drift even more gently into the vast and silent depth of the quantum field, Allow your awareness to slowly dissolve into the soft, unfolding motions that permeate this subatomic realm. Every particle here exists as a gentle haze of possibility, drifting through space not with rigid precision, but with a slow, smooth grace that mirrors the quiet rhythm of your breath. Imagine one such particle now, shimmering faintly in the distance, its identity melting softly into a wide and gentle wave that expands through the quantum landscape. Its presence is not fixed, but spread delicately across a cloud of probability, each point a silent invitation to drift deeper into the unfolding calm. As this wave moves outward, it meets others, waves that expand with the same soothing slowness, and their subtle patterns rise and fade like soft ripples in an infinite silent sea. With each slow inhale, allow your mind to settle into these patterns, feeling their symmetry soften your thoughts, and with each long exhale, imagine them drifting peacefully outward, carrying away the weight of your day. In this world of gentle uncertainty, your breath and the quantum field begin to mirror one another, each unfolding slowly, silently, and with tender ease. Allow yourself to sink even deeper into this quiet expanse, noticing how the vacuum, though seemingly empty, is quietly alive with ephemeral fluctuations that rise softly from the background of existence. These fluctuations are the universe's gentlest whispers, emerging from the quantum field in slow, delicate pulses before settling again into a silent stillness. Picture these tiny surges of energy appearing and dissolving, each one unfolding at a pace that feels almost timeless, like a soft light flickering at the edge of awareness. As you observe them, let your breath align with their rhythm, the inhale blooming like a slow emergence of possibility, the exhale fading like a wave, dissolving effortlessly back into the calm. These fluctuations remind you that the universe is built from gentle transitions, from the slow unfolding of probability into brief existence, and then back into silence. Let this realization soothe the structure of your thoughts, gently loosening their edges, allowing them to drift through your awareness like soft waves, moving across a quiet, infinite surface. Now, as your mind becomes even more attuned to the softness of this subatomic world, imagine yourself spreading outward into the quantum field, your awareness dissolving gently into waves of probability that drift through the silent expanse. You are not confined to a single point. You become fluid, expansive, and deeply connected to the endless unfolding around you. The boundaries of your identity soften and stretch, merging softly with the surrounding waves until you feel yourself as a diffuse presence, gently suspended within the calm. Time stretches here, flowing not as separate moments, but as a continuous, soothing stream in which each breath carries you deeper into rest. Let yourself drift within this timeless quiet, carried by the soft pulse of the quantum field, supported by the gentle rise and fall of subatomic motion. Here, within the silent shimmer of particles and waves, you are held with infinite softness, surrounded by the calming mysteries that shape every corner of existence. Simply breathe, slowly and gently, and let the quantum world cradle you in its silent, unwinding embrace. As you drift even more gently into the quiet heart of the quantum field, allow your awareness to slowly expand, unfolding like a soft wave moving through an endless, silent expanse of possibilities. In this delicate and subatomic realm, particles do not stand still. They drift slowly through clouds of probability, their presence diffused across space in a gentle, unfolding shimmer. Imagine a single particle before you now, not as a solid point, but as an ephemeral glow, spreading itself through the quantum landscape in a gradual wave that moves outward with calming slowness. As this wave drifts, it touches other waves, each carrying its own faint rhythm, creating patterns that rise softly, linger with quiet elegance, and fade without resistance. Let each inhale bring these patterns closer to your awareness, and let each exhale carry them outward again, soothing your body with their gentle flow. In this subatomic space, certainty dissolves into softness, and the universe reveals itself not as a structure of fixed things, but as a gentle dance of drifting probabilities, each one moving slowly, silently, and with a calming fluidity that unwinds your thoughts. Allow yourself to settle even more deeply into this unfolding calm, noticing how the vacuum, often imagined as empty, is alive with silent, ephemeral fluctuations that rise like soft ripples from the fabric of existence. These fluctuations are the smallest breaths of the universe, emerging gently from the quantum field before dissolving back into stillness, each one following a slow, natural rhythm that feels deeply soothing to your mind. Picture them glowing softly, their energy rising in delicate pulses that seem to match the slow expansion and contraction of your breath. With each inhale, feel their presence drawing closer to you, as if their gentle motion were weaving itself into your awareness. And with each exhale, sense them drifting outward again, dissolving quietly into the boundless calm of the subatomic expanse. These fluctuations reveal that even in silence, even in stillness, there is movement, a soft, continuous unfolding that mirrors the natural ebb and flow of your own internal world. Let this understanding wrap around you, helping you loosen your thoughts, easing your muscles, and guiding you into a deeper state of unwinding. And now, as your awareness continues to blend with this gentle quantum rhythm, imagine yourself becoming part of the field itself, your presence stretching softly outward, like a wave made of calm intention and effortless stillness. You feel less like a single point and more like a fluid presence, one that extends smoothly through the silent expanse, touching distant probabilities with a gentle glow. In this state, the usual boundaries between yourself and the world around you dissolve, leaving only a deep, comforting sense of connection with the soft, unfolding motions that shape all existence. Time loses its rigid structure here, melting into a long, slow flow that carries you without resistance from one moment into the next. Let yourself drift within this flow, breathing slowly, gently, fully, as the quantum field supports you with its infinite softness. Here, in the silent drift of particles and waves, you are completely at ease, embraced by the universe's quiet and timeless calm, moving gently within the delicate mysteries that lie at the foundation of reality. As you drift even more gently into the quiet expanse of the quantum field, allow your awareness to soften further, unfolding like a long, calm wave, easing through a vast and silent ocean of probabilities. In this delicate realm, particles do not stand alone. They emerge slowly from the fabric of possibility, their presence stretching outward in gentle ways that drift through space with an ephemeral grace. Imagine watching one of these particles now, its glow faint but steady, its identity dissolving softly into a shimmering wave that extends far beyond any fixed point. As this wave drifts outward, it moves with a slow, calming rhythm, brushing gently against other waves and creating interference patterns that rise and fade with effortless continuity. Let each inhale draw these patterns closer into your awareness, and let each exhale release them back into the quiet, infinite field. This gentle interplay of waves reminds you that at the smallest scales of existence, everything unfolds without rush, without strain, guided by the soft and silent geometry of probability. Allow this understanding to settle deeply within you, easing your thoughts and aligning your breath with the slow, soothing cadence of the subatomic world. Sink even deeper into this quiet awareness, noticing how the vacuum, far from empty, is alive with ephemeral fluctuations that appear and disappear with a delicate softness. These fluctuations pulse through the quantum field with a rhythm so gentle that it feels almost like a slow whisper moving beneath the surface of existence. Picture each fluctuation rising softly from the void, shimmering for a moment with a faint subatomic glow, and then dissolving slowly back into the background. Their movement mirrors the quiet rhythm of your own breath. The inhale reflecting emergence, the exhale reflecting release. These tiny shifts of energy are the universe's smallest motions, and yet they are woven into every atom, every particle, every wave, including the waves that drift through your awareness right now. Let these soft pulses guide your body into deeper relaxation, as if their gentle presence were smoothing out the last remaining tension, allowing your muscles to unwind naturally and your thoughts to float freely within the calm. This subtle motion of the vacuum reveals that all of existence, even what feels still, is gently swaying with silent possibility. And now, as you become more attuned to this tender rhythm, imagine yourself expanding further into the quantum field, your awareness dissolving into the same soft waves of probability that shape every particle in the universe. You feel your presence stretching outward like an extended, peaceful glow, spreading slowly through the silent expanse and blending with the gentle currents around you. In this state, there is no hard boundary separating you from the world. Instead, you drift effortlessly within a field of interconnected waves, each one contributing to the calm, unfolding motion of reality itself. Time feels fluid here, as though each moment stretches softly into the next, creating a seamless, tranquil flow that carries you deeper into rest. Let yourself drift within this timeless stillness, breathing slowly, gently, fully, as the quantum field holds you with its soft and boundless embrace. Here, within the delicate interplay of particles, waves, and silent fluctuations, you are completely at ease, gently supported by the quiet motion that forms the foundation of all existence. As you drift even more gently into the vast and silent reach of the quantum field, allow your awareness to unfold slowly, stretching outward like a soft, expansive wave, moving through an endless ocean of quiet possibilities. In this delicate realm, particles shimmer not as fixed entities, but as slow, unfolding patterns of probability, each one drifting through space with a gentle rhythm that mirrors the calm flow of your breath. Imagine one of these particles now, suspended before you, not solid, not confined, but glowing faintly as it dissolves into a wide and soothing wave that spreads across the subatomic landscape. As this wave expands, it touches others, waves that move with the same soft, ephemeral grace, and the overlapping patterns that emerge ripple with calming symmetry, rising and fading with a tranquil continuity that soothes your thoughts. With each inhale, feel these patterns drawing closer, settling softly into your awareness. And with each exhale, let them drift outward again, carrying the remnants of tension with them. In this realm, nothing is rigid, nothing is abrupt. Everything unfolds with a fluid gentleness that encourages your entire being to unwind. Let yourself sink deeper into this gentle flow, noticing how even the vacuum, far from still, is alive with subatomic fluctuations that appear and dissolve with the quietest motion. These fluctuations rise softly from the quantum field, like small pulses of energy emerging from a silent sea, shimmering with faint luminosity before fading slowly back into the calm. Picture them drifting upward like slow, luminous ripples, each one a brief expression of possibility that mirrors the rhythm of your own breath. Expansion on the inhale, dissolution on the exhale. As you observe them, feel how their softness eases your mind, smoothing your inner landscape into a wide, open space where thoughts can drift like gentle waves and sensations can settle like quiet dust in the still air. These fluctuations remind you that even the smallest parts of existence move with deep softness, revealing a universe built not from solidity, but from gentle transitions, from waves of possibility emerging and dissolving with serene precision. Let this truth calm you, grounding your awareness in a world where nothing is forced, and everything unwinds into stillness at its own slow, silent pace. And now, as you feel yourself aligning more deeply with the tender rhythm of the quantum field, imagine your awareness extending farther into this infinite calm, dissolving into waves of probability that drift through the silent expanse with effortless ease. Instead of a single point, you become a gentle presence that glows softly and spreads widely, merging with the delicate currents that shape the subatomic world. Time melts into a smooth continuum here, no longer stepping forward but gliding endlessly, as if each moment were stretching into the next with quiet intention. Let yourself drift within this timeless space, breathing slowly, gently, fully, as the quantum field encircles you with its vast and tender embrace. In this state, you are held not by structure, but by softness, supported by the slow, silent interplay of energy and possibility that underlies every particle, every wave, every unfolding moment of existence. Simply rest within this calm, letting the field cradle you with infinite gentleness, allowing you to drift ever deeper into the silent heart of reality. As you drift even more gently into the silent expanse of the quantum field, allow your awareness to loosen and lengthen, stretching outward like a calm, slow-moving wave, dissolving into an endless ocean of softly unfolding possibilities. Here, at the smallest scales of existence, particles emerge not as solid points, but as expansive, shimmering expressions of probability, their presence diffused across space in gentle waves that drift with a soothing and almost dreamlike rhythm. Picture one of these particles now, glowing faintly in the quiet, its identity softened into a broad, unfolding wave that moves slowly through the subatomic landscape. As this wave expands, it touches others, each one drifting with the same gentle cadence, and together they form a tapestry of interference patterns that rise and melt with elegant fluidity. With each inhale, allow these patterns to drift into your awareness, brushing lightly against your thoughts like soft ripples. And with each exhale, watch them dissolve into the boundless calm. In this realm, nothing is fixed, nothing is rushed. Everything unwinds through gentle transitions, guiding your own mind to settle into the same slow, quiet rhythm that shapes the quantum world. Let yourself sink deeper into this delicate field, noticing how the vacuum, so often imagined as empty, is in truth filled with the faint hum of ephemeral fluctuations that rise and fall with a subtle, almost imperceptible softness. These fluctuations appear like small breaths of energy emerging from the fabric of reality itself, shimmering softly before fading slowly back into the silent expanse. Imagine these pulses drifting upward around you, moving with a rhythm so gentle that they resemble slow, glowing embers floating in still air. As you breathe in, feel the warmth of their presence settling lightly over your awareness, and as you breathe out, watch them dissolve like faint traces of light returning to the void. Their quiet motion mirrors your own inner landscape. Each inhale an emergence, each exhale a release, inviting your thoughts to stretch out, to soften, to drift like loose threads carried by a tender current. These fluctuations reveal that motion is not always loud or forceful. Sometimes it is a soft unfolding that reassures you of your connection to everything around you, even in the deepest stillness. And now, as your consciousness intertwines more completely with this gentle quantum rhythm, imagine yourself extending even farther into the field, your presence expanding like a wide, tranquil wave drifting effortlessly across the subatomic ocean. Your edges soften, becoming fluid, merging with the surrounding waves until you feel yourself woven into a vast and silent expanse where boundaries lose their meaning. Time flows differently here, smooth, unbroken, continuous, each moment melting into the next with the same soothing grace as a probability wave unfolding through space. Allow yourself to rest within this timeless drift, breathing slowly and deeply, letting each breath carry you into deeper ease. In this state, you are not separate from the field, but gently embraced by it, suspended within the soft interplay of particle and wave, presence and possibility. Here, wrapped in the quiet shimmer of subatomic motion, you are held with infinite softness, drifting peacefully within the gentle, unwinding mysteries of the quantum world. As you drift even more gently into the quiet and infinite reach of the quantum field, allow your awareness to slowly expand, stretching outward like a long, calm wave that dissolves into an ocean of softly unfolding probabilities. In this delicate realm, particles lose all rigidity and begin to reveal their true nature. Fluid, gentle, ephemeral, unwinding themselves into broad, shimmering waves that drift through space with a soothing and unhurried grace. Imagine one of these particles before you now, its glow soft and steady, its identity dissolving into a wave that spreads slowly across the silent subatomic landscape. As it expands, it merges seamlessly with other waves, each one moving with the same gentle cadence. And together, they create vast patterns of quiet symmetry that ripple like slow currents beneath a tranquil sea. Let every inhale draw these patterns closer, allowing their calming geometry to settle inside your awareness. And let every exhale carry them outward again, releasing whatever tension remains in your body. In this quantum world, no motion is sharp, no boundary is fixed. Everything unfolds in long, fluid transitions that invite your mind to unwind and your breath to deepen into a soft, continuous rhythm. Sink even deeper into this unfolding stillness, noticing how the vacuum, deceptively empty, quietly vibrates with ephemeral fluctuations that appear and dissolve with the softest whisper of motion. These fluctuations, the smallest pulses of energy in existence, emerge gently from the quantum field like faint sparks rising from a silent, unseen fire, shimmering with subtle light before fading slowly back into the background. Imagine them drifting upward around you, their glow soft and slow, like tiny lanterns floating through an infinite twilight. As you breathe in, feel their presence brushing delicately against your awareness, and as you breathe out, watch them dissolve into the quiet, leaving behind a sense of deep openness. Their rhythm echoes your own inner flow, emergence with each inhale, release with each exhale. Let these pulses guide your internal landscape, smoothing your thoughts into a wide, calm expanse and loosening the grip of anything that feels heavy or rigid. These fluctuations remind you that existence is built not from solidity, but from gentle movement, from soft waves of energy rising and falling in an eternal, peaceful cycle. And now, as your awareness becomes even more attuned to the softness of this quantum rhythm, imagine yourself expanding fully into the field, your presence unfurling like a luminous wave, drifting through an endless, silent sea. Your identity stretches outward, becoming fluid, becoming spacious, merging with the vast and shimmering currents that flow through the subatomic world. Here, time slows into a long, continuous motion. No steps, no boundaries, only a smooth and comforting stream that carries you deeper into rest. Allow yourself to drift within this timeless calm, breathing gently, letting each breath dissolve into the surrounding field. In this state, separation fades. You are part of the quiet shimmer, part of the unfolding probability, part of the soft and silent motion that underlies all creation. The quantum field holds you effortlessly, supporting you with its infinite tenderness, wrapping you in waves of gentle presence that help you sink into deeper and deeper stillness. Within the delicate interplay of particles and waves, you are completely at peace, floating, unwinding, resting within the silent mysteries that cradle the foundation of reality itself. As you drift even more gently into the limitless quiet of the quantum field, allow your awareness to soften and widen, expanding like a slow, tranquil wave gliding through an endless ocean of unfolding probabilities. In this delicate realm, particles reveal their true essence, not as rigid, isolated points, but as soft, shimmering waves of potential that stretch across space with a soothing and almost dreamlike grace. Imagine one such particle now, appearing before you as a faint glow, suspended in the silent subatomic expanse. Its edges dissolve into a broad, gentle wave that spreads slowly outward, moving with a calm rhythm that eases your breath and loosens your thoughts. As this wave expands, it overlaps with countless others, each carrying its own soft, ephemeral motion, creating vast patterns that rise and fade like slow ripples brushing across the surface of a still and infinite sea. With each inhale, draw these patterns into your awareness, letting their symmetry calm your mind, and with each exhale, release them gently back into the quiet, carrying away whatever tension lingers in your body. In this realm, certainty dissolves, boundaries fade, and all things unfold in smooth, continuous motion that invites your entire being to unwind. Let yourself sink deeper into this gentle expanse, observing how the vacuum, far from empty, is filled with subtle, ephemeral fluctuations that appear and disappear like faint breaths of the universe. These fluctuations shimmer softly, emerging from the quantum field with the lightest whisper of motion before dissolving slowly back into the sweeping stillness. Picture them drifting through the silent space around you, glowing like distant fireflies moving through a dim and boundless dusk. As you inhale, feel their gentle presence approaching, brushing softly against your awareness. And as you exhale, watch them fade, leaving a calm openness in their wake. Their soft rhythm mirrors your breath, each inhale an emergence, each exhale a release, guiding your mind into a deeper harmony with the silent pulse of the quantum field. These fluctuations remind you that even the smallest motions in the universe follow an effortless flow, revealing a world built not on abrupt changes, but on gentle transitions, on waves rising and falling in a never-ending cycle of quiet creation. Allow this realization to rest within you, loosening the structure of your thoughts and smoothing the surface of your inner world. And now, as your consciousness becomes more fully aligned with this delicate rhythm, imagine your presence expanding further into the quantum field, unfurling like a luminous wave that moves through infinite stillness. You begin to sense yourself not as a single point, but as a widespread glow, merging with the slow and silent currents that drift through the subatomic realm. Time here is no longer segmented. It flows like a long, seamless breath, stretching gently into eternity. Let yourself drift within this flow, breathing slowly, deeply, effortlessly, as the quantum field surrounds you with its vast and tender embrace. In this state, every boundary fades, and you become part of the silent shimmer that shapes all existence. You are held by the field, supported by waves of possibility, carried by the soft, unfolding motions that lie at the foundation of reality. Here, within the quiet interplay of particles and waves, you are weightless, peaceful, and completely at rest, drifting deeper and deeper into the soothing mysteries of the quantum world. As you drift even more gently into the soft and boundless quiet of the quantum field, allow your awareness to stretch outward like a long, slow wave gliding through an infinite ocean of delicate possibilities. Here, particles cease to act as solid, isolated points and instead reveal their fluid nature, unwinding themselves into broad, shimmering waves that drift through space with calming continuity. Imagine one such particle before you now, not rigid, not still, but glowing softly as it dissolves into a wide wave that expands through the surrounding subatomic landscape. As this wave spreads, it touches many others, each moving with its own gentle rhythm. And together, they create vast interference patterns that rise and fade like soft, luminous currents beneath a tranquil sea. With each inhale, feel these patterns drifting closer to your awareness, smoothing the edges of your thoughts. And with each exhale, watch them dissolve into the limitless quiet, carrying away the last traces of tension from your body. In this realm, where everything unfolds slowly and silently, you begin to sense how deeply your own breath mirrors the rhythm of the quantum field, a rhythm of expansion and release, emergence and dissolution, all happening gently and without effort. Settle even deeper into this unfolding calm, noticing how the vacuum, seemingly empty, quietly vibrates with subtle fluctuations that appear and fade like soft glimmers within an infinite stillness. These fluctuations emerge gently from the quantum field, shimmering with a faint and ephemeral brightness that lingers for a moment before releasing itself back into the silent expanse. Picture them drifting like tiny sparks of possibility, each one rising with a slow glow and dissolving with a peaceful fade. Their presence neither abrupt nor forceful, but softly woven into the continuous hum of existence. As you breathe in, feel the quiet emergence of these fluctuations aligning with your inhale. And as you breathe out, let their gentle dissolution mirror your exhale, guiding your awareness into deeper relaxation. These miniature pulses of energy, the smallest movements in the universe, teach you that reality is built not from rigid structures, but from tender transitions, from waves of possibility unfolding with quiet precision. Allow this understanding to settle inside you, soothing your mind into an open, receptive stillness that blends seamlessly with the calm of the quantum world. And now, as your consciousness mingles more completely with the soft rhythm of this subatomic realm, imagine yourself expanding throughout the field, your presence unfurling like a gentle radiance flowing across infinite space. You become less defined, less confined, transforming into a smooth, continuous glow that moves effortlessly with the silent waves around you. In this space, time stretches into an unbroken flow, no longer a sequence, but a gentle stream that carries you deeper into rest. Allow yourself to drift in this timeless quiet, breathing slowly, feeling every inhale stretch your awareness outward, and every exhale release you into the boundless calm. Here, in the soft interplay of particles and waves, your being merges with the unfolding fabric of reality, supported by the infinite tenderness of the quantum field. Every breath draws you deeper into serenity. Every moment unwinds into peaceful expansion, and you rest effortlessly within the silent mysteries that cradle the foundation of all existence. As you drift even more gently into the quiet, endless expanse of the quantum field, allow your awareness to soften and expand like a slow, luminous wave settling across an infinite ocean of unfolding probabilities. In this serene realm, particles no longer behave as isolated, rigid points. Instead, they reveal their true, fluid identities as wide, shimmering waves of possibility. Soft form that drift through space with a calming, almost hypnotic grace. Imagine one such particle now, glowing faintly at the edge of your perception, its presence dissolving into a smooth, radiant wave that spreads gently outward across the Slunlan subatomic landscape. As this wave expands, it merges with others, waves that drift with equally soft rhythms, creating vast, delicate patterns that rise and dissolve like slow-moving ripples beneath a perfectly still sea. With each inhale, allow these gentle patterns to drift closer into your awareness, smoothing your thoughts and loosening the boundaries of your mind. With each exhale, feel them dissolving into the limitless quiet, carrying away whatever tension remains within you. In this realm of soft motion and fluid presence, your breath and the quantum field move together, two waves unfolding in perfect, silent harmony. Let yourself sink deeper into this unfolding softness, tuning into the quiet hum of ephemeral fluctuations that fill even the stillest corners of the vacuum. These fluctuations, subtle pulses of energy rising from the fabric of existence, appear and disappear with astonishing gentleness, as though the universe were exhaling tiny sparks of possibility into the silent expanse. Picture these fluctuations drifting around you like faint glimmers of light, emerging slowly from the void and dissolving just as softly, their rhythm mirroring the smooth cadence of your breath. As you inhale, feel their quiet energy brushing against your awareness, illuminating it with a soft glow. As you exhale, sense them fading into the background, leaving behind a deeper spaciousness inside you. These delicate pulses reveal that even the smallest movements within the universe unfold in a state of profound stillness, showing you that motion and rest can coexist, harmonizing in a gentle cycle that encourages your thoughts to unwind and your body to loosen. Let this quiet rhythm settle through you, softening the landscape of your inner world and guiding you into deeper and deeper calm. And now, as your consciousness becomes fully attuned to the gentle, flowing nature of the quantum field, imagine yourself expanding into this vast and silent space, your presence stretching outward like a smooth, glowing wave that drifts effortlessly across the subatomic sea. Your edges begin to blur, your form becomes diffuse, and you merge softly with the gentle currents that weave through the quantum realm. There is no separation here, no division between you and the waves that surround you. You are part of the same soft unfolding, part of the same continuous shimmer that shapes the fabric of existence. Time stretches into a single fluid moment, neither past nor future, only an endless, tranquil now that supports you like a calm and boundless tide. Allow yourself to rest in this timeless quiet, breathing slowly and deeply, letting the tenderness of the quantum field cradle you. Here, in the silent interplay of particles, waves, and fluctuating possibility, you are completely at ease, held by the infinite softness of the universe, drifting gently within the subtle mysteries that lie at the foundation of all reality. As you drift even more gently into the deep, boundless stillness of the quantum field, allow your awareness to soften and lengthen, spreading outward like a slow, luminous wave moving through an infinite ocean of unfolding probabilities. In this delicate realm, particles reveal themselves as soft, shimmering presences, neither fixed nor confined, but expanding into wide waves of possibility that drift through space with serene, unhurried grace. Imagine one such particle appearing before you, glowing faintly as its form dissolves into a smooth wave that ripples outward across the silent subatomic landscape. As this wave expands, it touches countless others, waves that rise with the same tranquil rhythm, and the patterns that form between them shimmer like gentle currents beneath a perfectly still cosmic sea. With each inhale, feel these patterns drifting quietly into your awareness, smoothing the texture of your thoughts, easing your breath into deeper softness. With each exhale, watch them dissolve into the vast silence, carrying away any lingering tension. In this realm, everything moves slowly, silently, gently, inviting you to unwind at the same tender pace that shapes the quantum world itself. Allow yourself to settle further into this unfolding quiet, sensing how the vacuum, so easily mistaken for emptiness, is alive with subtle, ephemeral fluctuations that emerge and disappear with a softness that feels almost like a whisper. These fluctuations rise gently from the quantum field, glowing with a faint energy that flickers only for a moment before dissolving slowly back into the stillness. Imagine them drifting around you like tiny lanterns floating through a vast twilight, each one appearing in perfect rhythm with your inhale and fading with your exhale. As you observe them, feel how their gentle presence opens your awareness, creating more space within your mind, softening the edges of your inner landscape. These small pulses of energy, the universe's quietest movements, show you that creation does not always begin with force. Often it begins with a soft shimmer, a slow unfolding that gently shapes reality from the subatomic level upward. Let this awareness drift through you, calming your thoughts, easing your body, and guiding you into an even deeper state of rest. And now, as your consciousness blends more completely with the soft waves of the quantum field, imagine yourself expanding until you fill the entire subatomic landscape, your presence dissolving like a smooth glow spreading through endless silent space. You become less a single point and more a wide, calm wave, drifting effortlessly through the gentle currents that shape the smallest structures of existence. In this state, boundaries melt into fluidity. You feel the quiet connectedness of all things as they merge seamlessly into the same soft rhythm. Time stretches into a smooth continuum, a gentle flow that carries you deeper into stillness with each passing breath. Allow yourself to drift within this timeless expanse, inhaling slowly, exhaling gently, feeling the quantum field cradle you like a vast cushion of light. Here, within the soft interplay of waves, particles, and probabilities, you are held with infinite care and tenderness. You are resting in the silent heart of reality, unwinding into the very rhythm that shapes the universe, drifting gently within the quietest, deepest mysteries of existence. As you drift even more gently into the limitless quiet of the quantum field, allow your awareness to float outward like a long, slow wave, dissolving into an endless ocean of softly unfolding probabilities. In this delicate and serene realm, particles shimmer not as solid entities, but as expansive, gentle waves of potential that drift through the subatomic landscape with a tranquil and unhurried grace. Picture one of these particles now, glowing faintly as its form dissolves into a smooth and radiant wave that spreads outward in all directions. As this wave expands, it mingles seamlessly with countless others, each one moving with the same soft and silent rhythm, creating vast, intricate patterns that ripple like luminous currents beneath a still and infinite sea. With each inhale, feel these patterns drifting gently into your awareness, loosening your thoughts, softening your breath. With each exhale, allow them to dissolve back into the quiet, carrying away every last trace of tension. In this world where everything unfolds slowly and fluidly, your own inner rhythm begins to mirror the calm, continuous motion that shapes the quantum realm. Let yourself sink deeper into this soft expanse, tuning into the subtle hum of ephemeral fluctuations rising from the fabric of the vacuum. These fluctuations, tiny pulses of energy that emerge with the gentlest shimmer, appear and disappear like faint stars glowing briefly in a dark and infinite sky. Imagine these delicate pulses drifting around you, emerging slowly from the quantum field, glowing softly for a moment, and then fading back into stillness with a peaceful sigh. Their motion mirrors your breath so naturally that each inhale feels like a quiet emergence, and each exhale feels like a soft dissolution. As you watch them rise and fall with this tender rhythm, your thoughts begin to stretch out, becoming wider, quieter, more fluid. These fluctuations reveal the universe's most subtle truth, that even in the deepest silence, there is always a gentle movement unfolding, a slow, continuous dance of creation and release that carries you effortlessly deeper into calm. Allow this truth to settle within you, smoothing your awareness into a wide, open space where each sensation drifts softly, like a wave settling into still water. And now, as your consciousness merges more fully with the gentle currents of the quantum field, imagine your presence spreading throughout the entire subatomic expanse, unfolding like a broad, luminous wave moving through infinite stillness. Your edges dissolve, your form becomes fluid and expansive, and you feel yourself blending seamlessly with the quiet shimmer that flows through every corner of existence. Time stretches here into one long, smooth breath, unbroken, continuous, endlessly soft. Allow yourself to drift within this timeless moment, breathing slowly, deeply, effortlessly, as the universe holds you in its vast and tender embrace. You are not separate from the field. You are a part of its silent rhythm, a wave within a greater wave, drifting through the gentle interplay of energy and possibility. Here, within the delicate balance of particles and waves, your entire being is cradled into stillness, floating softly in the quiet, unfolding mysteries that lie at the foundation of reality. As you drift even more gently into the soft, boundless quiet of the quantum field, allow your awareness to expand slowly, like a calm, shimmering wave gliding through an infinite sea of unfolding probabilities. In this delicate realm, particles no longer resemble the solid points you might imagine. Instead, they appear as smooth, radiant waves stretching through the silent subatomic landscape, their presence diffused across space with a soothing and effortless grace. Imagine one such particle now, glowing faintly as it dissolves into a broad wave that spreads outward, moving with the calm rhythm of a slow, quiet breath. As this wave expands, it meets others, each drifting with the same ephemeral softness, and the patterns that emerge between them ripple gently, rising and fading like luminous currents beneath a tranquil, endless ocean. With each inhale, invite these serene patterns into your awareness, letting them soften the texture of your thoughts. With each exhale, allow them to drift back into the quiet expanse, carrying any lingering tension away. In this world shaped by gentle motion and fluid presence, every breath helps you settle deeper into the calm unfolding of the quantum realm. Let yourself relax further into this vast, silent space, tuning into the subtle pulses of energy that rise from the vacuum, soft, ephemeral fluctuations that drift through the quantum field with a rhythm so delicate that they feel like whispers within the very fabric of existence. These fluctuations emerge slowly, glowing with the faintest shimmer, before dissolving back into stillness, leaving behind traces of quiet potential that melt gently into the infinite background. Picture these pulses drifting around you like tiny sparks suspended in a deep twilight, appearing with each inhale and dissolving with each exhale. Their gentle rhythm helps your breath lengthen, your muscles loosen, and your thoughts unwind into a wide, calm openness. These subtle movements remind you that everything, every form, every moment, every sensation arises from this soft, continuous dance of emergence and release. Allow this understanding to deepen your sense of ease, guiding your awareness into a smoother, more expansive flow that mirrors the silent beauty of the quantum field. And now, as your consciousness becomes even more fully intertwined with these gentle rhythms, imagine yourself expanding into the infinite subatomic ocean, your presence unfurling like a broad, tranquil wave drifting effortlessly through space. Your boundaries dissolve into the surrounding field, and you feel yourself merging with the soft, shimmering currents that weave through the foundation of all existence. Time stretches into a long, unbroken moment, flowing with the same smooth continuity as your breath. Allow yourself to drift within this timeless stillness, breathing slowly, gently, deeply, as the quantum field holds you with its boundless tenderness. You are not separate here. You are a living part of the silent interplay between particles and waves, between emergence and dissolution, between possibility and form. Here, wrapped in the quiet radiance of the quantum world, you can rest completely, supported, weightless, and gently unwinding into the deepest mysteries of reality. As you drift even more gently into the soft, infinite quiet of the quantum field, allow your awareness to stretch outward like a slow, luminous wave unfurling through an endless ocean of silent possibilities. In this delicate subatomic realm, particles reveal themselves not as rigid points, but as smooth, expanding waves of probability, soft shapes that drift through space with a tranquil and effortless grace. Imagine one such particle now, shimmering faintly as its form dissolves into a broad, radiant wave that moves outward in all directions. As the wave expands, it flows into countless others, each one drifting with its own gentle rhythm. And together, they create vast patterns of soft interference, rippling forms that rise and dissolve with serene fluidity. With each inhale, imagine these patterns gliding closer into your awareness, loosening the threads of your thoughts and softening the edges of your mind. With each exhale, watch them dissolve into the boundless stillness, releasing any remaining weight or tension from your inner world. In this gentle landscape of flowing probabilities, your breath becomes part of the same calm rhythm, moving with the slow and tender motion that shapes the quantum realm. Let yourself sink deeper into this unfolding softness, sensing the subtle hum of ephemeral fluctuations drifting through the quiet vacuum. These faint pulses of energy emerge effortlessly from the quantum field, small, shimmering breaths of existence rising with gentle luminosity before fading slowly into stillness. Picture them floating around you like soft, glowing embers suspended in an infinite dusk, appearing in harmony with your inhale and releasing with the smooth ease of your exhale. As you observe them, feel how they open space within your awareness, allowing your thoughts to stretch into wider and quieter forms, creating an inner landscape that feels soft, spacious, and unburdened. These fluctuations remind you that the universe is built not from abrupt movements, but from gentle transitions, smooth shifts in probability that unfold with quiet precision. Allow this understanding to pass through you like a soft wave, guiding your inner world into deeper alignment with the rhythmic calm of the quantum field. And now, as your consciousness merges even more seamlessly with this delicate subatomic flow, imagine yourself expanding into the quantum field, your presence dissolving into the same gentle waves that drift through the silent foundation of reality. You are no longer a singular point. You become a wide, radiant presence, stretching through infinite stillness, blending effortlessly with the flowing currents of probability. Time softens here, easing into a continuous, unbroken motion that carries you deeper into rest with every slow breath. Allow yourself to drift within this timeless expanse, breathing gently, feeling how every inhale expands your awareness like a wave, and every exhale releases you into a deeper, quieter calm. Here, in the soft interplay between particles and waves, your entire being is held with infinite tenderness, weightless, peaceful, and fully embraced by the silent mysteries that shape the fabric of existence. Let yourself rest in this quiet glow, drifting deeper into the unfolding comfort of the quantum world. As you drift even more gently into the boundless stillness of the quantum field, allow your awareness to expand slowly, like a smooth, glowing wave, unraveling itself through an endless ocean of softly shifting probabilities. In this serene realm, particles reveal their deepest truth, not as isolated points frozen in place, but as wide, luminous waves of possibility that drift through the subatomic world with calm and effortless motion. Imagine one such particle before you, shimmering softly as its form dissolves into a broad wave that spreads gracefully across the quiet landscape. As it expands, it mingles with other waves, each moving with the same tranquil rhythm, and the patterns they create rise and fall like delicate ripples gliding beneath a still and infinite sky. With each inhale, let these patterns drift into your awareness, smoothing the lines of your thoughts and easing your breath into a deep, slow rhythm. With each exhale, watch them dissolve into the silent expanse, carrying away whatever tension or noise remains in your mind. In this gentle interplay of waves and probabilities, your own inner rhythm settles into perfect harmony with the calm unfolding of the quantum world. Let yourself sink deeper into this soft, quiet expanse, feeling the subtle presence of ephemeral fluctuations rising from the fabric of the vacuum. These faint pulses of energy, so delicate they seem like whispered sighs of the universe, emerge gently from the quantum field, glowing briefly with a soft, ethereal light before dissolving slowly back into the stillness. Picture them drifting around you like tiny sparks suspended in a tranquil night, appearing with the inhale and fading with the exhale, each one adding to the soothing cadence that guides your body and mind into deeper rest. Their rhythm invites your awareness to widen, to become spacious and open, dissolving the boundaries that usually define your thoughts. These fluctuations are reminders that even in complete silence there is movement, that creation unfolds in the most delicate ways, not through force, but through soft transitions that echo the slow, continuous breath of the universe. Allow this truth to wash through you like a gentle tide, smoothing the contours of your inner landscape and settling you more completely into peace. And now, as your consciousness blends more intimately with the slow and gentle motion of the quantum field, imagine yourself expanding into the infinite subatomic ocean, your presence unfurling like a soft, radiant wave drifting across boundless stillness. You begin to feel yourself dissolving into the surrounding expanse, merging seamlessly with the luminous currents of probability that flow through the foundation of reality. Time stretches into a smooth, unbroken ribbon, quiet, fluid, endlessly soft, carrying you into deeper calm with each passing moment. Allow yourself to rest fully within this timeless space, breathing slowly, feeling your awareness expand and contract like a gentle wave moving in harmony with the quantum field. Here, you are not separate from the universe. You are woven into its silent rhythm, embraced by the soft interplay between particle and wave. You drift effortlessly within the quiet glow of existence, completely at ease, held in the infinite tenderness of a cosmos that breathes through the gentle mystery of the quantum world. As you drift even more gently into the vast and tranquil quiet of the quantum field, allow your awareness to soften and widen, spreading outward like a smooth, luminous wave, gliding through an endless ocean of unfolding probabilities. In this serene and delicate realm, particles reveal themselves not as tiny, rigid points, but as soft, expansive waves of potential that drift through the subatomic landscape with slow, effortless grace. Imagine one such particle now, shimmering at the edge of your perception, its form dissolving into a wide, radiant wave that spreads gently across the silent field. As this wave expands, it touches countless others, waves that also drift with calm, soothing rhythms. And the patterns they form rise and fade like delicate ripples moving beneath a still, moonlit sea. With each inhale, let these patterns drift into your awareness, smoothing your thoughts and lengthening your breath. With each exhale, watch them dissolve into the infinite quiet, carrying away any remaining weight within you. In this gentle interplay of waves and probability, your inner world begins to mirror the slow, soft unfolding of the quantum realm. Allow yourself to sink even more deeply into this quiet expanse, tuning into the subtle, ephemeral fluctuations that emerge from the vacuum with the faintest shimmer of energy. These delicate pulses rise softly from the quantum field, like tiny sparks of possibility flickering into existence before dissolving back into the serene stillness. Picture them drifting upward around you, small, glowing breaths of the universe appearing in harmony with your inhale and fading gently with your exhale. As you watch them glow and dissolve, your awareness expands further, creating more space within your mind and more softness within your body. These fluctuations remind you that creation is not built from sudden force or rigid structure, but from gentle, continuous motion. Waves rising quietly from the void, unfolding for a moment in luminous stillness, then releasing themselves back into the background. Let this realization ease through you, transforming your inner world into a slow, open landscape where thoughts drift like soft waves and sensations settle like dust in a calm pool of light. And now, as your consciousness merges even more fully with the delicate motion of the quantum field, imagine yourself expanding like a vast, luminous wave, drifting effortlessly across the infinite subatomic ocean. Your presence widens, dissolving into the surrounding currents of probability, blending seamlessly with the soft radiance that underlies all existence. Time stretches into a smooth and silent stream, gentle, continuous, unbroken, carrying you deeper into peace with each slow breath. Allow yourself to drift in this timeless quiet, breathing gently and fully, feeling each inhale expand your awareness like a wave, and each exhale release you into deeper stillness. Here, within the soft interplay of particle and wave, you are held with infinite tenderness, supported by the gentle glow of the quantum field, embraced by the quiet rhythm that shapes all reality. You float effortlessly in this luminous ocean, unburdened, weightless, and at peace, resting within the silent mysteries that lie at the heart of existence. As you drift even more gently into the final layers of this vast and silent quantum expanse, allow your awareness to broaden one last time, spreading outward like a soft, warm wave, flowing through an endless ocean of unfolding possibilities. In this deepest part of the subatomic realm, particles no longer feel separate, no longer appear as distant, shimmering waves. They feel close, familiar, almost like extensions of your own breath. Imagine one final particle now, glowing with a faint, comforting radiance, its identity dissolving into a wide, gentle wave that moves outward with a calm rhythm that mirrors the soft rise and fall of your chest. As its wave blends with countless others, each drifting with the same serene grace, the patterns they create ripple across the quantum field, like slow, golden lights drifting beneath a still and infinite sky. With each inhale, draw these soothing patterns closer into your awareness, letting them smooth your thoughts. With each exhale, watch them dissolve into the vast quiet, carrying away the last remnants of tension. In this final merging, your entire inner world feels aligned with the calm, fluid motion that shapes the quantum universe. Let your mind sink into this final stillness, noticing how even the faintest fluctuations rising from the vacuum seem softer now, gentle, ephemeral, tender, like the universe offering one last quiet breath. These tiny pulses, glowing softly for a moment before fading, mirror the natural flow of your own awareness, appearing gently, resting briefly, dissolving peacefully. Imagine them drifting around you, warm and subtle, like small lanterns floating in a calm twilight, rising and falling with the soothing rhythm of your breath. As you observe them, feel how your inner landscape becomes spacious, open, and deeply at ease, as though every thought has stretched into a soft horizon. These fluctuations remind you that everything, every moment, every breath, every sensation exists within this ongoing dance of emergence and release. And you too are part of that dance. Let that understanding wrap around you like a warm, gentle wave, easing you fully into rest. And now, as your consciousness settles into the final embrace of the quantum field, imagine yourself expanding softly across the entire subatomic ocean one last time, your presence unfurling into a smooth, radiant glow that merges with the silent, infinite fabric of reality. You become part of the gentle rhythm that moves quietly and endlessly through all existence. Time dissolves into a single, slow breath, soft, continuous, unbroken, as you drift deeper into peace. Allow yourself to rest completely in this timeless stillness, knowing you are held by the same tender forces that shape particles, waves, galaxies, and all that lies between. Here, in the quiet heart of the quantum world, you are safe, calm, connected, and infinitely at ease. Let yourself drift into sleep, gently and slowly, carried by the silent glow of the cosmos, unwinding into the deepest rest, wrapped in the soft, eternal mysteries of the universe. Good night from the Cosmos Sleep Channel. May the silent quantum world cradle your dreams.